think of fast, cheap, and easy, I think of myself in the 90s. But now I'm all about being fabulous on a budget, so I'm going to show you 2 ways to be just that. We're going to make one of my favorite crafts from my new book, Freakin' Fabulous, which happens to go hand in hand with one of my favorite cocktails, also from Freakin' Fabulous on a budget. So before we get crafty, let's get a little saucy with a Bourbon Rickey. Incidentally, Bourbon Rickey was also my nickname in the 90s. Okay. So this is a little bit like a gin Rickey, or you can make a vodka Rickey. It's just a delicious combination of lime juice and bourbon and a little bit of sugar. So
this Rickey guy must be a blast.
Rickey. Oh, Rickey, you got some splaining to do. So we're going to put a little bit of bourbon in our shaker with some ice, the juice of about a half lime, and a little bit of sugar. What's that?
That's a big lime.
That's a big lime. I like it limey. And then a little bit of sugar in there. I don't like it too sweet. We're going to shake this up, just like so, to really get that sugar dissolved. And then we're going to pour that over ice, like so, and make a mess in the process, evidently.
Mm-hmm. He's available for parties for rent later.
And then we're going to top that with a little bit of seltzer water, just like so, and finish it off with the lime. And I want you guys to taste that. Mario, Michael.
This is my favorite part of the show.
Oh, wait, Daphne, you're preggers. You're preggers, so you can't drink. And Carly, you don't drink, so I got you guys juice boxes. Okay.
Yes!
Have fun.
Cheers, Daph.
Cheers.
Have a good party.
Cheers.
Cheers. Awesome.
Cheers.
All right.
I love this crafting stuff.
Me too.
Drinking and crafting and crafting and drinking. Okay.
It's a new craft stuff.
That is good, right?
It's delicious.
Yummy. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to turn a very cheap picture frame into a very chic serving tray. And I'm going to use a technique called eglomise. Doesn't that sound fancy? Eglomise. Eglomise. It's French for basically painting on the back of a piece of glass. So that's what we're going to do, okay? You're going to need picture frames, some paint,
I'm gonna need more.
a small round sponge brush, a squeeze bottle, some double-sided tape, and some tissue or wrapping paper. So the first thing we're going to do is remove the backing from our frame. So we just have glass in a frame like so. And you're going to put it on a protected surface down on the craft paper like so. All right. And now the first thing we're going to do is take our sponge brush like this, the round sponge brush.
The big one.
Yes, the big one. And then we're going to dip this into the paint that I've put in the little cups here for you guys.
Okay. Oh, you're so nice.
And you're going to wipe off any excess.
Okay.
All right. And then you're just, that's the darker color first. We're going to go down and make dots on the glass. Okay, and you want to get them as round as possible, so sometimes you got to give them a little twist.
Okay.
And I just spit right into the paint. Okay, that was classy. I'm classy.
Did you learn that in France, Clinton?
All right, and then we're just going to dot all around. And you can also change up. You don't want to do them too geometrically, because that's not very eglomise. We want them to be sort of like all over. We want them to be random. Okay, random dots. And
but Kelly's making a racetrack.
You can also change the size of the dots if you want to, because we have the smaller brushes as well. So maybe you want to do some bigger polka dots and some smaller polka dots.
I think I'm a master at this.
You're doing great, kiddo. All right, so then what we're going to do is move on to our lighter color paint. So you do that all over the board, okay, all over the glass.
Okay.
Now let's move on to the squeeze bottle. And in the squeeze bottle, it's a lighter shade of the paint, or you can use whatever color palette works for your house, okay? So if you've got a blue-green thing going on or a red and orange thing going on, you do that. All right, so this is 1/2 paint, 1/2 water.
All right.
We're gonna squeeze. Ideally, you would let these dry.
Okay.
But basically, we're gonna make a bigger dot on top of the smaller dot. So go over where you already are, and then go sort of around.
Ooh. Oh, what?
Oh, man.
What? What do you mean? What are you complaining about?
I got paint on myself.
Okay. All right.
On all of them or intermittent?
On all of them.
All right.
Okay. And what happens is, because we're going to be using the reverse side of this, we're going to get a nice layering technique on the front. Okay. All right. So we're going to keep on doing this. And then we're going to add one more little layer of fabulousness. Once we keep going all over the entire glass, we're going to take a little metallic paint, okay, from these little squeeze bottles, and we're just going to do little metallic dots around, randomly, okay?
Clinton, I think you gave me ugly colors on purpose.
I actually saw Mario switching colors around, by the way, before we started this.
Because orange and purple are justly mine. Let's just face facts.
All right. So you know what to do.
I'm like poopy brown and bright blue.
That's gold and blue. Those are my school colors, by the way, from Comstock High School on Long Island. Okay. All right. So look. We're going to keep on doing these dots nice and slow. We're going to take our time through the commercial break. When we come back, we're going to show you how to turn this picture frame into a beautiful tray. And I've got some more derv ideas for you. Don't go away.
Are you ready, Grandma?
Just a second, sweetie.
We eased your back pain
Ready or not.
so you can be up there, down there, around there, and under there for him. Tylenol provides strong pain relief and won't irritate your stomach the way Aleve or even Advil can. But for everything we do, we know you do so much more. Tylenol.
The recent increase in cafeteria prices is not cool. When you vote for Flo, we'll have discounts. Ice cream discounts. Multi-cookie discounts. Pizza loyalty discounts. I also have some great ideas on car insurance.
Finding you discounts since back in the day. Call or click today.
I like her.
I am here for your heads. I am the Horseless Headsman.
I think you mean the Headless Horseman.
No.
Have a Snickers.
Why?
Because you get confused when you're hungry. Better?
Better.
You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers is Halloween's satisfaction.
Some love to pretend. Some tend to the horses. With the new FisherPrice Disney Princess Stable, kids aren't just playing. They're discovering a whole new world. Only from FisherPrice.
Tonight, we're all cooking because Campbell's skillet sauces make it easy. Just brown some meat and add the Campbell's skillet sauce for a meal so awesome, you'll want to share it. Now everyone is cooking with Campbell's skillet sauces.
You disgust me.
Prove it.
Enough's enough. Decon baits are specially formulated to kill in one feeding. Guaranteed. Decon. Get out.
When Mr. Clean realized the way to handle bigger, tougher messes was better leverage, he created a magic eraser with an attachable handy grip. It gives you the leverage you need to tackle tough kitchen messes and big bathroom grime, too. Mr. Clean's new magic eraser handy grip.
I did not get it.
You may not be the best with a smartphone, but you know what's best for your kids. So we listened when you said Go-Gurt should have only natural colors and flavors and no high fructose corn syrup. Thanks, Mom.
COPD makes it hard to breathe, but with Advair, I'm breathing better. So now, I can help make this a great block party.
Advair is clinically proven to help significantly improve lung function. Unlike most COPD medications, Advair contains both an anti-inflammatory and a long-acting bronchodilator working together to help improve your lung function all day. Advair won't replace fast-acting inhalers for sudden symptoms and should not be used more than twice a day. People with COPD taking Advair may have a higher chance of pneumonia. Advair may increase your risk of osteoporosis and some eye problems. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking Advair.
Ask your doctor if including Advair could help improve your lung function.
Advair Discus, fluticasone propionate, and salmeterol inhalation powder. Get your first prescription free and save on refills at advaircopd.com.
Wednesday, it's the start of ABC's Halloween Spooktacular.
It's a Halloween miracle.
All your favorite toys are back in Pixar's first television special, Toy Story of Terror.
I can't look.
Then, all new episodes of Back in the Game, Modern Family, and an all-new super fun night that's so funny, it's scary.
Oh.
It's killer fun. Wednesday starting at 8/7 Central on ABC.
All right, welcome back to Choose Fast, Cheap, and Easy. We are putting the finishing touches on our eglomise serving trays. All right, so when the paint is dry, you basically create a background for the art by attaching paper to the frame. So I'll show you. You're not going to be using the side of the art that we just did. We're going to be using you're going to be showing the other side. So when we raise it up like this, you get an idea of what this looks like. See, that's cute, right? But it still needs more. So what you do is you take some craft paper or some tissue paper, even some wrapping paper might work in a nice solid color, and then you basically cut it to the size of the backing of the picture frame, like so. And you can use double stick tape or you can use spray adhesive or whatever. So I'm going to use purple here. And then you flip that over like so.
How long does it take for it to dry?
It's going to take a little while to dry. It'll take a few hours.
Do you let the paint dry before you add the paper, or you do it right away?
No, you definitely let the paint dry. That's a good question, before you add the paper. And then we just put this back in.
And if you don't like it, you can scrape it off.
You absolutely can. You can start from scratch if you want to. And then what happens is once you put the color behind, you've got your eglomise serving tray. So it's cute, right?
It's great. It's really cute.
Totally cute. You could actually use this as a serving tray to put, cocktails or hors d'oeuvres on, or just a decorative tray.
Totally.
Or if you need artwork for your walls, just hang it up on your walls and you'll have original artwork. Now, if you were going to use it to serve hors d'oeuvres with, would you like an hors d'oeuvre?
Oh, please.
This is my goat cheese and red pepper mousse that I happen to have right here. You can find the recipe for these in my new book. It's really easy. It's mascarpone cheese, some goat cheese, some roasted red pepper, roasted garlic, and a little bit of salt.
It's freaking fabulous,
It's freaking fabulous, right?
On a budget.
You can put them on the tray and serve them at your next party and be as fabulous as always. So anyway, so we had drinks, we've got food in the book, we've got crafts in the book, and guess what? Everyone in our audience can be freaking fabulous on a budget too, because you're all going home with a copy of my new book!
Coming up, Mario's gonna have to think fast when the audience chooses one of two easy pasta suppers. Will it be a penne alla vodka powerhouse or an extra cheesy ravioli supper?
If I get a little crazy, maybe I'll make both.
That's next.
Let's do a wake-up call. Nothing wrong with taupe, but nope. Let's open up a can of this and match this. Let's validate, navigate, and then let's get after it. Paint? No. Let's do pow. Let's do this. More saving, more doing. That's the power of the Home Depot.
Bear Ultra starting at $31.98 a gallon, only at the Home Depot.
Discover weightless shine. Suave Professionals infused Moroccan argan oil into our Moroccan Infusion line. The results were incredible.
I love it. All this shine, yet it feels so light.
Suave Professionals works as well as salon brands.
You have a tough clog.
I only have 10 minutes.
I only need 7.
Liquid Plumr Urgent Clear penetrates the toughest clogs with 2 fast-acting gels in only 7 minutes guaranteed, baby.
This morning, dare to turn up the volume and make it last all night.
Pantene Volume with collagen-inspired plumping effect. Thick, full, 24-hour volume. Get volume from the world's #1 hair care brand, Pantene.
The best thing about this bar, it's not a candy bar. 130 calories, 7 grams of protein. The Fiber One Caramel Nut Protein Bar.
We hid smelly objects in a resort, plugged in Febreze, and asked real people to stay for a long weekend.
The room itself was like,
In the end, we revealed everything.
Febreze is stunningly effective.
Febreze keeps your home fresh for up to 30 days so you can breathe happy.
The Chew will continue in a moment here on ABC.
Today, first at 4, only Eyewitness News anchor Diana Williams sits down with President Obama to get answers about the crisis in Washington. Plus, the search for a man who lured a 12-year-old girl into his car and attacked. Plus, a sober teen gives her friend a ride home from a party. So why is she in big trouble? Today, first at 4.
3 months after you quit smoking, your lung function improves up to 30%. But right now, you're 1 day closer to emphysema. Every cigarette makes you sick. For help, call 311.
I stand up strongly for principles, and I speak bluntly and directly, and I say what I believe. But I also know that my job is to get things done for the people of the state. Every accomplishment we've had in New Jersey, cutting taxes, cutting spending, improving education, tenure reform, pension and benefit reform, Everything we've done has been a bipartisan accomplishment. See, I think as long as you stick to your principles, compromise isn't a dirty word.
Chris Christie, the governor.
Do you have osteoporosis? Local doctors are conducting a clinical research study to test the safety and effectiveness of an investigational oral medication on bone density. To be eligible, you must be a woman at least 60 years of age and have been treated with osteoporosis medication for at least 3 years. Participants will receive study-related medication and care at no cost. You may be compensated for time and travel. Visit my-osteo-study.com or call 1-877-214-3112.
My job can get pretty hectic. That's why I wear new Skechers Relaxed Fit shoes. They keep my feet comfortable with a memory foam insole and a roomier fit. Perfect for being on your feet all day. Skechers new Relaxed Fit shoes.
The stories you'll talk about all day. First thing in the morning.
Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
Get up to speed easier.
Who this morning?
Wake up with Channel 7 Eyewitness News this morning.
Choose fast, cheap, and easy. I don't have just one fast, cheap, and easy dish for you today. I have two, because it's Tuesday. I love it when the graphics come together with the audio and all the things. What I really wanted to say is I also have 3 fast and easy dishes right next to me here, too. So we have 2 choices for you, audience. By applause, which delicious pasta dish would you like for me to make for you today? Should I make penne with vodka sauce? Or goat cheese ravioli? Clinton?
The ravioli one.
Was it the ravioli win?
The ravioli one.
Do I look like a contrarian?
No, of course you don't.
Well, because I am so fast, cheap, and easy, I think today we should make both of them. All right, so let's start. Chef Simon, my trusty assistant.
Yes.
We have fresh goat cheese in here. We're going to make the filling for this. Then we're going to make the sauce for the penne. Then we're going to put them both together. And you'll see that in the matter of just 10 minutes, you can make 2 delicious pasta dishes, provided you've done a little shopping. We have fresh goat cheese here. Simon, put about a cup of extra virgin olive oil in there.
Oh, no.
What's really important in ravioli fillings is to remember the basic tenet, which is to say that the filling should be the texture of sauce. It should not be the texture of cheesecake. So the way I like to do that is water it down a little bit with a little bit of extra virgin olive oil, but also don't be afraid to put in the hero of great pasta dishes. The pasta cooking water itself, which has got just a little bit of salt in it right now. Later on, it'll have starch. So in the filling, we're going to put some scallions, and I chop them up like so. Ravioli, originally invented to extend something that you had leftovers for. This is made of the culture of the Genovese, which were the original seafaring culture in Italy. And what they would do is make a roast or something and realize that they didn't have enough roast to make it for a whole nother portion, a whole nother dinner the next night. So they would chop it up, put it inside these little envelopes, and all of a sudden you had a whole nother meal. Inexpensive. Oh. These are Carla's ancestors, I believe.
Yeah, thrifty.
All right, and then we're going to add a cup of grated pecorino romano. And?
So, Mario, it's safe to say, too, like any soft cheese works great in this. I mean, you could use ricotta, you could use,
Heck yeah. You could even use cream cheese in this if you wanted to just gussy it up a bit. The idea is that it's kind of soft and creamy, kind of like an Alfredo-y sauce on the inside. Most importantly, you don't want to overstuff them or understuff them. I put a little bit of that in there like that.
Nutmeg.
Now, what do you say? We taste it? And as usual, I'm sure it needed a little bit more salt and a little bit more pepper.
The nutmeg is so aromatic. I think it's one of those ingredients that people don't use a ton at home, but really amplifies.
Well, I think it gets stuck in the cookie department at home, and it's really, really important in like cream spinach as well. Anything that has kind of a creamy richness to it. So now what you do is you buy pasta sheets, or you make pasta just like you'd find in the recipes on thechew.com or in any one of our books, I'm sure. Or if you had a real trouble finding this or didn't feel like making it, you could buy the wonton wrappers in the grocery store and go ahead and fill those just like that. So what you're going to do, Chef Simon, is brush them off a little bit and put in just a little bit like so. Say about, actually not too little, but maybe about a teaspoon. And if you still have a little bit of the semolina on it, brush it with just a little bit of water on 2 corners. Don't use egg. An egg, it would make it too firm. And then fold them together like so. And most importantly, pinch very carefully so that they stick. Because if they bust open, that's the worst crime that could possibly ever happen.
You have such gentle little hands.
I have gentle little hands, yes, exactly. And if you've never taken a really close look at my hands, I used to be the hand model for a sausage company. All right, so now, to make the sauce for the ravioli, we're going to take just a little bit of butter, throw it in the pan like that. We're going to take some sun-dried tomatoes. And importantly, you want to make sure that the sauce doesn't become too complicated because we already have that beautiful goat cheese filling. So you don't want to put too many things in. So a little olive pesto, a little butter, and a little